do have three women on the outside. Goosebrader on the top of the silo, and Linsky playing towards that hut area. So they're just going to try to split towards lower. They will manage to get this first kill, and Sub Rosa falls down from the hands of Emily. So now it's a 4 versus 3.
Oh,
and they're still trying to push aggressively. I don't get it.
Well, I mean, they've got to even up somehow. When you're down is when you push. But Ray got that kill twice, 2 times in a row, right? Oh. And there's Effie, really wants this frag. Oh my gosh, isn't gonna get it, and will probably be flanked from behind as well. Doesn't?
Oh my god.
Oh
okay.
my god.
3 versus 2 now. At least bomb is planted. They know at least where one player is at. So Effie with that auto shotgun inside Squeaky. Still unstoppable. His teammates right with him inside the lobby area.
They could decide to save. I think they should just go and do some damage. They've got money as well.
Yeah, so much money. If anything, hurt the economy of the T side as well, right? So now they're going to try to move out. Tiz gets the nice off shot onto Goosebrader, trying to connect with that one, but will not work. It's going to be 15-14, and Selfless is 1 round away from bringing this into overtime. Now, this is dangerous here because there's still so much money for the CTs, and you're going to go for AKs here for Selfless launderers, but not much utility.
Not much, yeah. I mean, they once again get a plant. ML's actually decided to get the Khalil. Do they not have enough for like just a straight up goodbye for everyone? It seems like only Ray and ML have forfeited anything, but have got enough to win this round. I mean, they've got more than they need. So it's still, I think, in Ace Gaming's favor, the fact they're on CT side, the fact they've won most of these rounds. But Selfless have shown in the last couple that they are able to go tit for tat. And now, in the 30th here, who would have expected that to get this far in the first place? You know.
On Ace's map choice.
Exactly.
Well, the first one too that they have to get over here, or the first obstacle to hurdle right now for Selfless is to take down Effie with that auto shotty, and they take control of outside again, another passive play. They're gonna try to split across, but Effie's still waiting there. Vez on the top of the Raptors. They still can't stop. Oh, the jumping AK from Goosebrader, but Sub Rosa and Vez are still alive. And it's not, they can't take down Vez. It's a 3 versus 2. He finally drops down. Stays alive long enough right now for the last 2 to move out here from the ladder. And it's going to be 16-14. Came down to the wire in the last few frags.
My goodness.
Ace Gaming, though, manages to win this first map on their map choice. A little bit of room to breathe right now for this Canadian roster, for this Canadian team. But in the end,
it doesn't even matter.
It was close, though. I mean, if I was putting myself into Ace Gaming shoes, they were pretty sweaty in there.
Yeah, no, yeah, it smelled bad as sweaty. That was rough, man. That was, I mean, honestly, like, props to Selfless. I think the rounds that they won, there's a lot to say about them.
Yeah.
And for Ace, I think there was also a lot of bad things to say about the way Ace played. Like, not to sugarcoat it in any way. Like, there were definitely mistakes made. I mean, the fact that they had advantages going through, like, into the mid round and then still managing to lose is pretty big upset, I think, in each of those situations. And making those mistakes, they kind of made up for them with recovering on CT side. But then the fact that they also had the pistol means that they kind of should have won earlier, I suppose.
Yeah.
Or they didn't. Did they win pistol? They win pistol and convert it. No, they won the second pistol.
They won the second one, yeah.
Right.
So that's going to be 16-14, but I think we're going to toss it quickly over to Marissa, who seems to have a little bit more updates of what we have here in this bracket.
Guys, I'm heartbroken about Selfless. I have to say, I mean, it's fine. I get it. Ace Gaming, I'm going to cheer for you later on. I'm just heartbroken about Selfless right now. But I do want to update you on the lower bracket, or losers bracket, and see how they've been faring, because it looks like Non-Pede was unsuccessful in their CSGO debut. They lost to Earthroot Gaming 16-9. Sorry, ladies, but you will rise again, just not in this tournament, unfortunately. Speaking of rising, CLG Red is not out of this. They defeated Xfire Gaming 16-9. I'm happy about this. Not trying to throw shade at Xfire, of course, but they did make the cut. They didn't make the cut along with Non-Pede, but hey, someone's got to lose, right? Am I right? Which makes me think of a meal of defeat. What do you guys eat after you lose? I'm all about drowning in chocolate sundae, the way George gorges in a Seinfeld episode. You know the one I'm talking about. So Van Silly, Launders, what you got for me? What do you eat after you lose? I need to know.
I actually eat an ice cream sandwich. If I lose, then I get a small scoop of chips.
Me, I just play Chubby Bunny with as many chicken nuggets as I can. There's no losing.
That sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
There's nuggets. What, Chubby Bunny?
Yeah, Chubby Bunny, where you put as many in your mouth as you can, and
Oh,
then
like
you
a
try. You
chipmunk.
say Chubby Bunny, you go Chubby Bunny.
I never tried that before. You do that
Maybe
on
you could play.
Thursdays?
Do I do it on Thursdays? Do you
Yeah.
want to do it on Thursday?
That's a Thursday ritual for you.
I'm
isn't
down to do it on Thursday with you if you want.
Yes, well, indeed. I mean, I just want to, when we're back in this match, I mean, Selfless versus Ace, there's one round that I told you that I wanted to talk about here, Launders. That key round that seemed to be the momentum shifter against Selfless was actually looking at that push from Selfless when they got that kill against Sub Rosa, I think no, it was against Vez in the back of the vents, and then decide to move up towards that, towards the vents into the upper bomb site.
Yeah.
So Effie was waiting there. Effie, by the way, has been unstoppable playing that ramp area, playing that hut area.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you got that kill onto Vez and you're still pushing through and you caught Sub Rosa off guard at that lower, he was probably reloading. Wouldn't you try to go through the vents and continue down towards lower and try to take down that kill?
So, okay, so the thing is they got Sabrosa, who's the outside guy, so they know he's lower already, and then they know that the ramp guy is still alive. So then they're potentially going into someone in control and then someone in ramp, and if they go through vents, they have one way to get in, and they could split through meth as well and have the whole back of the site, but they don't know when this guy's gonna peek from, you don't wanna come out vents up or down, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Either way. So, I mean, both would kind of suck, and they couldn't kill Sabrosa. He did a good job staying alive, right? Him running away and then closing the door behind him made it so that they don't know how to approach it anymore. And it could be potentially them just trying to follow through the strat no matter what, right? And I think they kind of, it bought into their hope that the vent guy would drop and they would kill him, like killing Vez.
Yep.
And so they're like, oh, it's all locked up now. But if they were watching it like the way we were, we would have seen that Effie was playing in hut all the time, and he's actually like right in front of the vent.
Yeah.
And it's not something you expect,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it was maybe a setup that they could have thought about, but we're hoping wasn't going to come to fruition. It's hard to say.
Yeah. And now let's talk about Effie and his positioning, because yes, Effie was good with the shotgun, but at the same time, it's not just about him with the shotgun. It's anybody that plays inside that area with the shotgun that's usually deadly. I mean, Hiko for Liquid has done it quite a few times. Steel, when he used to play as well, has been fairly strong playing inside that area. And you're just wondering, like, how do you stop that? How do you take them down? I mean, it's close range peppers. I mean, we're just talking it for fun. If we played maps like Prodigy,
They wouldn't do it if it didn't work, right? It's not a gimmick by any means.
Yeah.
It's just super powerful. You kill people in one hit. So that means that they could have someone like at any of these close angles and take multiple shots. I mean, this fire rate is insane. The fact that you can kill someone in one hit is insane.
Yeah.
Maybe just the best is better than having a rifle, right? Is the whole point. And the entire time you're just making bank.
yeah, no, that's for sure.
You're making that 6 Skrilla.
Yeah, that's 900 a kill actually every time you get a kill with the shotgun. But how do you stop it when you're playing on T side? Is it try and get the splashes and take control of hut? Do you want to bring the fight towards him, knowing that you could get peppered down so easily against a shotgun, or you want to try to molly him, get him out of position, and then move out towards a squeaky?
I think like if you like going upper in the first place is awful, right? It's hard. There's a lot of close angles, and that's when it really works well. But if you get in a position where you kind of weed out the CTs around him, right? So you go outside, then it becomes a huge problem. So like, say he's really bad with it and he just keeps failing, then you go upper, right?
Yeah.
But if he's getting so many kills with it, just don't go into him, right? Don't run into him and try to maybe go for outside control first. Because once he becomes the rotator, that's when he becomes very useless. There's not much he can do if he has to go into like retake a bomb site with an auto shotgun.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
best when you run into him.
Yeah, for sure. Well, just like as Marissa was mentioning, heartbreaking loss there for Selfless. I was rooting for the girls, but they lose this first map, 16-14. But Elise was able to bring that fight up against Ace on their map choice. Next up, coming up here is going to be Cash, and that is going to be Selfless's map choice. I think we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll be covering the action here for the Culloden North, round number 2, upper bracket coverage for the online qualifier.